Hello everyone. In this video, I will be sharing another FDA new drug approval update. On November 13th, 2025, the US FDA approved a oral small molecule targeted therapy, Ziftomenib, for the treatment for relapsed or refractory acute myeloid leukemia, AML. Now, let's dive into this medication in more detail. Ziftomenib, brand name Komzifti. This medication was approved by the US FDA on November 13th, 2025, and indicated for the treatment for adult patients with relapsed or refractory acute myeloid leukemia, AML, with a susceptible nucleophosmin 1 (NPM1) mutation. Chemically, this is an oral small molecule agent with the cyanopyrimidine, so that's the bicyclic ring motif, as well as indole motif, which highlighted in pink. In addition, this molecule contains two basic motifs, piperidine and piperazine motif. So therefore, this is a basic drug molecule. The molecular weight for this medication is 717.9 gram per mole. Hydrogen bond acceptor 11. Hydrogen bond acceptor refers to the number of oxygen and nitrogens within the drug molecule. Hydrogen bond donor 2. Hydrogen bond donor refers to the number of hydroxy and NH groups within the drug molecule. Log P 4.26. Polar surface area 159 square angstrom. Again, as mentioned, this is a basic drug molecule. This medication is available as a capsule, that's the dosage form. The strength of the dosage form is 200 milligram. Recommended dosage 600 milligram, which is 3 capsules taken orally once daily dosing. This medication carries a US box warning, differentiation syndrome. When the differentiation syndrome is suspected, interrupt Komzifti therapy and initiate oral or intravenous corticosteroid with hemodynamic or lab monitoring until the symptom resolves. Mechanistically, this medication works as a menin inhibitor, as you can see based on the drug name, Ziftomenib, ending with the minib, blocking the protein-protein interaction of menin and lysine-specific methyltransferase 2A, further inhibit oncogenic activity of mutant NPM1, which induces differentiation of leukemic cells. Pharmacokinetically, Tmax, that's the time to reach maximal plasma concentration, about 4.1 hours. Absolute bioavailability, about 12.9%. As you can see based on the chemical structure, this is a relatively large molecule with molecular weight over 700 gram per mole. In addition, hydrogen bond acceptor is 11, more than 10. So this molecule doesn't have a desirable oral bioavailability profile. That said, so the oral bioavailability is about 12.9%. Volume of distribution, 30,100 liters. So therefore, this molecule is lipophilic and has a very large volume of distribution. Protein binding, 99%. Half-life, 93.6 hours. Therefore, this molecule is lipophilic, has a very long half-life. It's given once daily dosing. Metabolism. This medication is primarily metabolized by CYP3A enzyme. Excretion in the urine, 0.5%, but 0.03% as a parent drug molecule. In the feces, 86%, but 73% as a parent drug molecule. Drug-drug interactions. Given this medication is primarily metabolized by CYP3A enzyme, so therefore for patients, if they take strong or moderate CYP3A inhibitors, this would increase the drug exposure for Komzifti. Therefore, monitor patients more closely due to elevated drug exposure. Conversely, for patients, if they take strong or moderate CYP3A inducers, because the inducer will make the medication metabolize much faster for Komzifti, so therefore this can lead to decreased efficacy, avoid concomitant use. In addition, for patients, if they need to take a PPI, the proton pump inhibitors, avoid concomitant use as well. The reason for that is because this is a basic drug molecule exhibiting pH-dependent solubility profile. With the PPI, so this can increase the pH and have a decreased solubility and absorption profile. So therefore, avoid concomitant use. For patients, if they need to take H2 blockers, that's the histamine 2 receptor antagonist and antacid, a locally acting antacid, avoid concomitant use. If unavoidable, space out these medications. So for example, take Komzifti 2 hours before or 10 hours after H2 blockers, or take 2 hours before or 2 hours after taking a locally acting antacid. So the reason for that, as mentioned earlier, because all the H2 blockers, antacid, this can raise the pH value, and this can lead to decrease the solubility and the absorption profile. This can lead to decreased efficacy. In addition, for patients, if they take QTC prolonging drugs, and avoid concomitant use as well, because Komzifti can cause QTC prolongation. So therefore, this can have some additive adverse effects with regard to QTC prolongation agents. If unavoidable, make sure monitor patients more closely in terms of the ECG, electrocardiograms, or electrolytes. Currently, there are no contraindications listed on the prescribing information. Adverse effect greater than or equal to 20% infection with a identified pathogen, hemorrhage, diarrhea, nausea, fatigue, edema, bacterial infection, musculoskeletal pain, differentiation syndrome, pruritus, febrile neutropenia, so that's the elevated temperature and decrease the count of the neutrophils, increased transaminases. So for example, increase the ALT, that's the alanine aminotransferase, or increase the, for example, AST, that's the aspartate aminotransferase. So therefore, this can increase the liver enzyme levels. Finally, these are all the key references which I have used to prepare for today's video. The US FDA novel drug approval for 2025 is a very valuable resource. In addition, most of the medication information which I share today are based on Komzifti prescribing information document. This document is available at the US FDA drug website, along with the drug manufacturer website as well. Finally, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you find the video helpful, subscribe for future medication video updates. As always, keep learning and elevating. Thank you so much.